Alright, I think this thing's on. Forgot to turn the wind reduction off. So that last little clip is probably whatever. But out on a Friday with a nice little ride. So yeah, I rode out to a spot where I ride with the other bike. And we're gonna tear it up a little bit, stop and do some talking, do some shooting. So here we go. Whoa, these tires are not good in the sand. Holy shit. Let's have a flat. Ah, damn it, let me see. I don't think I do. Doesn't look like it. I think these tires just suck in the sand. To be careful I don't eat shit with all my gear on. That was a little rough. Let me check this tire, man. Well, it's got pressure, just don't know how much. Just gonna have to be careful. The tire just sucks in the sand, I guess. Here we go. Ah, shit. Didn't see the turn before it was too late. I should have known better. Messing with these tires got me a little scared right now. I don't know, they feel... We rode this off-road the second day I had the bike or whatever. Oh yeah, I don't feel comfortable taking this stuff like I do on my other bike. I do have a lot more weight on my bike, on my body with this backpack. I don't know if that plays a factor. Or if the tires are nice and heated up because I just drove 20 miles, 25 miles on the road. took off this morning with the bike. Haven't ridden it in about 2 weeks since Labor Day, and thought I'd get a ride in, and packed my pack right over here with all my stuff to shoot and stuff. So get a little bit of training in. But so the thing about that was it's pretty heavy, so it's a lot more weight than I'm normally used to carrying in a backpack when I'm riding a dirt bike, and it is a lot of weight in general. There's about 4 bottles of water, which 16 and 16 32 64, that's like half a gallon of water, plus I have a hydro flask or whatever the hell it is, a Yeti cooler thing, and that had ice and everything, so that's some more weight, plus myself and everything, but it's distributing the weight unevenly more towards the back. So when I'm riding this thing, if you're familiar with riding dirt bikes, you know how it is. You have to kind of keep your weight even or wherever you need it. So at times you're going forward, you're going back. So when I'm riding up hills, you know, you're kind of leaning forward. When you need more traction and stuff, you kind of dipping back. But the weight is throwing me off. So I don't know if that's the problem with me sliding around. But I do know that these tires everybody says are garbage. I don't really know what they are. Some IRCs or something. I don't know what the percentage are, if they're 50-50, 60-40, 80-20. I don't really know. But that's something I'm gonna probably look into, is swapping out these tires. Not just something that's good for on-road, but off-road. We did ride this bike the second day. I think the day after we bought it, after I bought it, or the week after, we had that ride with my brother, and it was all fine and good. Everything was good. It didn't seem like I was losing traction or nothing. And then all of a sudden, I'm out here in some more hard pack stuff and a lot of rock. So, and some of the stuff, the other camera, I don't know what's wrong with them. I'm gonna look at it right now. So I probably didn't get those 2 hill climbs, but ordinarily on my 250, that's something I'm just like tearing through. It's just straight power and going up. But this one, that's not happening on this. So it's more technical, more methodical riding and stuff. So can't really tear it up. So I had to. It has the power to creep and crawl up at whatever 13 miles that I was going. I kind of glanced down. So it has the power to do that without, excuse me, respiratory issues. So it has the power to climb and everything and maintain in second gear without losing power or nothing. I just have to make sure I'm technical and stay on it and be careful, because I don't want to fall and eat shit with that backpack on and everything. So, I think definitely it's the tires. I also didn't check the air pressure before I left the house. So it's been 2 weeks. I mean, I can kind of push a little bit in there. I think these things are supposed to be more like 20 plus pressure, PSI. Normally, when we ride the other bikes, because of what we ride, hardcore and stuff like that, we normally gear down, I think, the front to 12 to 15, and then the rear we go by a little lower, like about 12. Excuse me. So anyway, I'm gonna mess with this camera, and then I don't think I'm gonna do my practice here. I'm gonna find another spot because there's cattle and everything, and I'm not sure if I'm on the res right here because I'm kind of flirting along the borderlines, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But I'm gonna mess with the camera. I might go back to those 2 gnarly hill climbs and make sure I get that, so that you can see what it's like, and I gotta make sure I don't wash out and stuff. And then I'll find a spot, do some training, and then probably head back home. So yeah, hopefully I fix that camera, see what's going on, and then we get to it. So hopefully this next clip segment, whatever, is the hill climbs. If not, then I apologize, and I'll get a better camera. Thanks. All right, real quick before I hit those heels I was talking about, I am still carrying, and I'm still carrying the Staccato HD with the extra 3/4 of an inch or whatever. It's it's beating my nuts up. So I keep trying to adjust it more towards the center or towards the side, and anyway, yeah, I'm getting crushed. So this might not have been a good idea to use the MSP holster with the light. But I figured out what was wrong with the camera. It was dead, I think, because I had it on the whole way and I didn't turn it on. But once I turned it on, I don't know. So it's charging right now. I had 18%, it's 40%. What I'm gonna do is put it back on and then head back out. And within that 5 minutes of recording time, I should be able to tear up those 2 hills and see what it's like. And then that'll probably be the end of the video. And then I'm gonna go to my spot where I normally shoot, which is several miles away. And then maybe I'll finish the video there or talk about whatever and then do my shooting videos. So, all right, stand by. All right, I'm going back the opposite way. So I think I'm gonna have 2 or 3 hills, but here's one. If you can see it, it looks pretty rough. So hopefully I can get this all done before the 5 minutes. I gotta make sure I keep my posture a little bit lower and distribute my weight a little bit better, because this is gonna get real technical and real crazy. A lot of rocky stuff, so here we go. Alright, that was pretty rough, and I creeped through it in first. I didn't mean to, I wanted second, but as I was already committed to the hill, I couldn't change it. So let's see what's next. I think I'm going the right way. Oh yeah, this is that little dip, and there's gonna be a rough spot coming out of this. So I don't know if I'm gonna be second or first. Second's more than capable on this machine, but we'll see. Again, I gotta keep my weight distributed properly. So here we go. Just gonna stay comfortably cruising in second, third for right now. Oh shit, that knocked the camera right off. I didn't see that. Well, I knew it was there, but by the time I was coming down, I couldn't change it. So let's stop this and get back to it in a second. All right, that wasn't the spot I was talking about, but anyway, hopefully that looks pretty cool. I turned the ABS off. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference, but here we go. Maybe not. I did drop the bike though, but not messed up. On another bike, that's something I would have powered through and put my weight back, but I'm trying to get used to all this weight in this bag. So yeah, that's why I wiped out. Here we go. Lots of shell rock loose mud, loose, rocky, shells, shell rock, whatever. Let's try to hurry to that next hill. Can't go too fast through this stuff. I don't want to wipe out again. Maybe my tires have too much air pressure. Some more technical stuff here. That's not bad for a bigger bike or a better bike, motocross bike. That might have been the end of the hills. All right, I got a bit of a funky setup, but it is what it is. I'm wrapping this video up with the bike and the riding today. So I did get the hills. I got that pretty gnarly crash. I hit that little dip, that little rut, whatever. And then what actually happened is the quick detach part of this helmet is what popped up actually. So it popped up once I hit the handlebars, threw the camera off, caught all that. That was pretty cool. One thing, I'm in my spot where everybody knows if you watch the shooting videos. So I'm gonna do my practice, so look for that video. I'm gonna try and do some more of the sub-second draw, the first shot, now that I changed the holster and stuff to this is bike stuff. So quick thing on this bike is on the way out here in the morning, once I left, I was able to get it up to 80-ish, 80 plus, and I was cruising along and it was just fine. The problem is this staccato and this setup, this MSP has the TLR1, so you get that extra 3/4 of an inch off the front. And when I was using that same style holster with the Glock 19, it hits your nuts. There's no other way to put it. So as I was trying to hug the tank, and you know you gotta hug with your thighs, hug the tank to get a little bit lower, I was having a hard time. And then when I'm riding around, bouncing around, boom, hits the nuts, and doesn't feel good. Let's shouldn't have that sort of thing, but my wife's not. Anyway, so I was having a hard time, and then in that soft sand, same thing on the way back out. I had to get, excuse me, still sick or something. I had to get back real far to get weight back far and then down to get the traction on the front so I wouldn't wash out. And then right now on the way into my spot right here, it's a lot of loose sand. Yeah, so in the summertime when it gets really, really hot, if you stop on there, you feel like you're going to get stuck when you're even in a truck. So going through that stuff, you know, dirt bikes, quads, all that stuff, dirt bikes especially, the front tire comes out, so you got to really haul ass. And so I was doing that, and the way I was positioned with that weight and all that stuff on that backpack was quite different than normal. But these tires do not like the sand at all. So I'm gonna have to start looking into some other compromise for the road and stuff like that, because everybody says these tires are no good. Where we were at Lake Gardner Canyon, they were just fine for that stuff, but it was a little bit more compact, not so much sand. Out there it was compact, a lot of rock, a lot of loose rock, a lot of shell rocks and stuff, and real technical, so, and a lot of sand, so it kind of washed out. But those are the two things I wanted to touch on. I was getting this up to 80 fairly comfortably. 75 is probably where I wanted to be, and I was real comfortable with that. But this thing's fucking awesome. Excuse me. This thing's pretty awesome. But the tires, I got to figure out a solution for that. So I think that's about it. The wipeout was cool. I didn't damage nothing at all that I noticed. Got some dirt on the buttons, but no big deal. I'm probably gonna look at getting a new gas tank, because I don't think I'm getting enough fuel out of this. And some other things I got coming. I do have a top rack coming tomorrow. This is Friday, whatever, September. Tomorrow I have one coming. So the top rack's gonna come first. The top rack is Tusk, and it says it's from 21 to 24, whatever. So they may not have updated the year. They didn't have any one for the 2025, but Amazon did suggest that that would fit. So we will see if that will fit, and if it fits, good. I'm gonna go with that. If it doesn't, I'm gonna turn around, send it back, and go with some other options. So I'm deciding what kind of bags I want to put on the back, so I won't have to carry that heavy bag. Put a little bit more weight, and then that's gonna change the riding as well. So I will have to get used to that. But other than that, I'm having a great time, having fun. I got to ride my bike out to another spot where I ridden the bike pretty far. I think I put about 40 miles on right now this morning, and now I'm back at my spot, my little home range deal, and I'm gonna get to train and shoot all from the bike. And once I get my bags and my setup, it'll be a lot easier for me to do all that, especially with the water situation and snacks and all that stuff. I want to be able to pack all that stuff there, and then maybe my bag with my gear on there. But in my bag, I do have some stuff, so stay tuned to that video. I'll explain that. So other than that, there's probably no more riding. But anyway, this thing's great. I think I have like 175 to 180 on it now. So stay tuned to see what else I get into. Oh, I'll have that rack. I'll probably do a little quick thing on that tomorrow. All right, thanks.